Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome to this webinar. The webinar is finally here. I'm sure you've been waiting. So welcome again. Welcome to 5 things you're doing in your business to sabotage your business and marketing efforts and what you need to do instead webinar. So you are in the right place. My name is Rotimi Cake Lady and I will be your host for this evening. But before I start, there's just a few information I want to tell you, just a few housekeeping items to cover about this webinar. First of all, today's webinar will be available on demand after this live session. And the replay, that means after this live session, the replay will be sent automatically to your email right after I finish this live session. Also, in the links below, if you look at the comments below, I've added some links to a resource handbook, which contains like vital information that I'm going to mention in this webinar. I mean, you can download it right now, or if you have already downloaded it before, that is good, so keep it, or you can do so after this webinar. And yes, I really would love to hear from you during today's presentation. If you have a question for me, please feel free to send it through the comments below, either at the end of this webinar or during the webinar, or you can easily send me a direct email at cakelady@bakingbusinessschool.com.ng. Now, I'll be answering questions at the end of this session. If I do not get to your question during today's webinar or during this live session, I'll be sure to follow up afterwards. After this webinar, I will look through all your questions and I will answer each and every one of them individually. Or if you send me an email, I'll make sure I answer them. And also, please, I encourage you to share today's webinar, to your friends, your colleagues. Use your social networks. They are sharing buttons. So share this webinar directly to your friends and your other baking friends. So without further ado, let's kick things off. But first, let me tell you a little bit about myself. In case there are those who don't know about me, you just signed up for this webinar and maybe the topic interested you and you're saying, oh, who is this Rotimi Cake Lady? So let me just tell you a bit about myself, my story. Well, as I said before, my name is Rotimi Cake Lady. And in case you didn't know, I wasn't always known as, the Cake Lady. I was once a lawyer. I was a barrister. That is me. In fact, I worked as a lawyer for close to over 13 years before I finally got the courage to venture into cakes, which, has always been my passion for as long as I remember. But I never really thought I could make a living out of it. I'm also a mom of 2 lovely girls. And yeah, so that is me and my kids. So back to my story. Yes, was once a lawyer. I'm still a lawyer because once you study law, you're always a lawyer. But while I was in the legal profession, after a while, I kind of lost desire in anything legal. So, because I was really scared about leaving my job because you have a regular salary and you have that sense of security because each month you get a salary. But after a while, I just didn't have desire to be a lawyer anymore. So I decided to take my passion for cakes and started selling cakes. So I was doing that, on the side at first. And after a while, after maybe a year or two, I decided to take the plunge and go full time into this business. So, of course, when I finally resigned, I thought it would be a breeze selling cakes, to the public. Because when I was selling cakes on the side, I didn't really take it seriously because I would sell cakes to my office colleagues, to few friends. And even though I made some sales, I didn't really take it that seriously because at the end of the day, I was still getting my lawyer salary at the end of the month. It was just a little bit of money on the side. But when you now pull into business, I mean, that is your income. I mean, you have no other money coming in. So I thought it would be a breeze selling cakes to the public. I mean, how wrong was I? I really, and I'm telling you, I really struggled to make any sales. Even the friends that used to say, oh, wait a minute, your cakes are lovely. You should really go into selling cakes. They hardly patronized me. Look, I knew my cakes were good, of good quality, but still people were not buying. I mean, I felt like giving. I mean, there's so many times I felt like giving up. After months and months, even nearly a year of not making any money, always being broke, I knew I had to change tactics. I mean, it was like a do or die. So I had to learn how to market my cakes to the right target market, which is very important. And I applied it to my business. Like, and I experimented on oh God, a lot of different marketing strategy. And after a while, I knew what gave me results and what didn't. So I started getting results in my business. My fellowship, my orders, my customers started increasing steadily. I even, like, at one time I even had to enlist the help of some family members to help me with my orders because I was just getting and I couldn't just do it all by myself. I was getting orders on my website, on Facebook, from email, and and so on. Eventually, I also getting a lot of inquiries from other bakers on how to run a business. So these are just a few pictures of my cake business journey. I mean, I was making cakes. I was getting so much orders. I also trained. I've also been featured in baking magazines. I've also been called to give talks to other bakers. So after this my business journey, I was able to meet other bakers, and they used to ask me questions. Oh, how are you able to do all these things? How are you able to run a successful cake business? And I realized that there wasn't actually like a business program for bakers or cake business owners on how to run a cake business in Nigeria. So I just decided to do something about that. So first of all, I developed an email series, which is how to start a cake business in 30 days. And these emails, I just put it on Facebook, on my website, and it became very popular. And it's still very popular today. If you go on my baking business school website, that's the first pop-up you'll see, how to start a cake business in 30 days. So I knew there are a lot of bakers who want to have a profitable cake business. I mean, a real business that, will be able to pay the bills and support your households. That's what we want. We want an income coming in. So due to this high demand of, cake business advice, I eventually put baking in the back burner and I developed the Baking Business School and the Cake Business Owners Club, which I know, or I'm sure that you're familiar with. So in this, my baking business school, I offer courses, training, tips, advice on how to start a business and to run a home-based cake business in Nigeria. Now, these courses share all my experience I have applied over time, including different marketing and business strategies to help you build your cake business dream. Like, my main goal of Baking Business School is to support you in your cake business journey. I mean, that's my goal. And Baking Business School has expanded from just being a Facebook page. We are now on a number of social media platforms where you will find educative content, videos, audios, resources, checklists, templates. So please check them out, and please just don't just look at them, absorb the content and go. Follow me, subscribe, engage with me, send me, just say hi. So if you want resources on how to have a successful and profitable cake business, all you have to do is just go to my website at www.bakingbusinessschool.com.ng. So now, that's enough about me. But please, before we go to the webinar proper, please stay to the end because I have something special for you that you won't want to miss. It's going to be a real New Year Kickstarter, because what I'm going to tell you at the end of this webinar is how you can supercharge, and I mean supercharge your cake business, and you won't want to miss it. So stay to the end. Now, let's start this webinar. Welcome again, and we're going to go through 5 things you're doing in your business to sabotage your business and marketing efforts, and the fixes, and what you need to do instead. So now let's see. If you are like wondering, like let's say you're one of those, you seem to be working harder than ever, but you're not getting any results. I remember I used to feel like that. You're working hard, but yet nothing is happening. You're not getting any customers. You're not getting money. You may be the victim of self-sabotage. Sometimes this comes from simple ignorance. You don't know what you're doing, or from not knowing what you should be doing or what you should not be doing. So today, that's why this webinar is very important. We're going to take a look at 5 common traps that you can easily remedy, because I've spoken to a lot of cake business owners, and these are like the 5 common things that I challenge for them. So please get rid of all distractions, turn the TV off, record your whatever you want to watch, get a nice, get your water, and of course, you have to have your pen and notes, because this webinar is going to be very, very informative and you will take notes. Yes, there's going to be a replay after, but there's nothing like me talking and you able to take notes. Now, let's get started. The first mistake that most cake business make is not identifying your ideal customer or target market. If you are part of my WhatsApp group or part of my subscriber list, I'm always talking about although I talk about a lot of things, but if you're an avid reader of all my articles, I always talk about your ideal customer. Now, this first mistake is fundamental. You need to know in detail who your customers are. What do all cake business owners want? What do you want? The focus of any business is to have more customers, more money, more orders, and all that, right? You're not running a charity. So your cake business clients base, which are your customers base, is the lifeblood of your company. So because without any customers, you have no business, you have no money, you'll be left without no work. Now, let me ask you a question. What if you knew everything about your customers before they call you? Surely selling would be much easier if you knew like their budget, their favorite colors, the type of cakes they like, the flavors, where they lived, who they are buying the cake for, and so on. These days, making amazing cakes that people like isn't just good enough. There are so many good bakers out there. So instead of you worrying about, worrying about, I have to get this flavor right, I have to get this, that's important. You need to take a step back and reevaluate who your customers really are and how you could easily, successfully get an order from them. So I know getting customers can be a daunting and tedious task. I know. If you do not know how to draw them in, if you know how to attract them, if you know how to market to them, you could even be attracting the wrong customer, or you could even be in the wrong market altogether. I'm telling you, you need to be precise and clear-cut with your business objectives and direct the way you market directly towards your ideal customer, because not everyone is your customer. So that's why it is very important for you to identify who your ideal customer. Not every Tom, Dick, and Harry is your customer, or Jane, whatever, is your customer. Not everyone is your customer. You will think that, there are 1 million people in your locality. Everyone is going to know. If you are selling to everybody, you are not selling to no one. You're selling to no one. Not everyone is your customer. So that's why it's very important for you to niche down or to narrow down who your ideal customer is. Now, I keep talking about ideal customer. What is this ideal customer? What do I mean by what an ideal customer? Now, your ideal customer is someone who you get their exact needs met by what you're offering. Is someone who gets the exact needs met by what you're offering. Does it make sense? But don't worry, I'll still explain. But you can niche it down even further than that in order to develop like a true comprehensive understanding of your customer. Now, let's take an example of this baker. Now, look at these 2 pictures. Now, baker 1 ideal customer is like, it's anyone, it's everybody. He or she makes cakes for everybody, because everybody, she says that, there's a man in picture. Let's say he says that everybody loves cakes. So, and everybody wants to order a cake for their loved one or a friend. That's pretty general. So he does cakes every cake under the sun, be it children's cakes, wedding cakes, pastries, small chops, cupcakes, every type of anything of baked goods. He does that. He even accepts every order. He has no like clientele to say that, okay, if he gets an order for 500 naira, he'll take it. If he gets another order for 2,000 naira, he gets it. If he gets another order for 4,000 naira, he will do it. He has no narrow down of their customer. He just gets any order, he just accepts, and he markets to all and sundry. Anybody, even if the person lives like in another state, he will still accept the order. I mean, after a while, yes, I mean, if you are a big cake company with lots of employees, I mean, that is fine. But most of you are like 1, 2 employee, or just you, a home-based baker, after a while, you will just get tired. I mean, you will just be swamped, like this man that is just on top of bread. I mean, you will just be tired. Or that you'll be getting orders, but honestly, you won't be making money. But let's take a look at baker number 2, who she's smiling. This baker specializes in top of the line, customized, bespoke luxury cakes or cupcakes. Let's say this baker 2 only specializes in cupcakes. She doesn't do wedding cakes, or maybe she doesn't do children's cakes. What she does is specialize in luxury cupcakes. That is her speciality. And she has marketed that, oh, I am the cupcake queen, I am the cupcake connoisseur. So she's probably not going to spend a lot of time with people who are looking for, maybe 2,000 or 500 normal cakes. Instead, she'll focus her time and energy on high-income professionals. People who, cupcakes, it's not just everybody that orders cupcakes. There's a certain, I don't know, clientele that wants cupcakes. And I'm not talking about just ordinary cupcakes. I'm talking like, really great decorated cupcakes. So she'll focus her marketing on high-income professionals, high-income worth people, like, rich people, likely people who are professionals, who have a 9-to-5 job, or who own their own businesses. So people likely between their 30s and 50s, who want like a cake that's like a status symbol, something they can show off, something that is of high quality, and they are willing to pay more for it. So you can see the difference. So this one, baker 1, is focusing on everybody. Anybody is his customer. While she's focusing on those who want high quality, customized luxury cupcakes. Even the wording, by the time she markets that wording, the people say, yes, let me see what you have. So yes, your ideal client is someone who benefits from your, products or services, but it's also defined as someone you want to target. The word is target with your marketing and promotions. So I hope you have started to think here. So once you start doing this exercise, you may realize that your existing customers may not necessarily be your ideal ones. In other words, make sure you really know and care about your target audience. So how do you do this? The fix of this is identify your ideal customer and laser focus your ideal customer needs. So how do you do this? Well, I will tell you how. Number 1, there are 2 steps. Think of your current market to find your ideal customer. Now think about the kind of cakes you are selling currently. Who are those that order from you most times? Is it men? Are they kids? I'm not talking about kids, but like mothers or young couples or young ladies. Just have a general idea that, okay, in the last maybe year you have been in business, who has been doing the most ordering? So if you can answer these questions without even thinking too much, then you are on the right track. If not, well, you have to do a lot more research, and the type of case, who is most likely to order them. So narrow down your market and develop a precise profile. For example, if you are selling like children's birthday cakes, then obviously it's going to be mothers, women with children. And who are women? I mean, the ages of women with children are maybe between 24 to 40 or 27 to 35. I mean, those are the age range of women with children. And that would be, so we now know the age range that, okay, between the ages of 27 to 35, that is my target audience. Those are women who are likely to order for children's cakes. So when you're trying to find your ideal customer, look at their age, their education, their gender, their employment, their hobbies. I mean, this is like a very thorough exercise. But once you are able to master it and do it on your own, I'm telling you, marketing will just be a breeze. Let me give you another example in case you're not really getting what I'm saying. Let's say you get an order from a women's society. Let's say you are in a church and there's a women's society and they want to celebrate their 10th anniversary. And you know that in this women's society, they're interested in meeting. When they go for their society meeting, they always meeting. They always have knitting needles or threads, or they're into sewing or something like that. So when you're marketing, let's say they say, okay, maybe there are other bakers in your church, so they call you to show them your portfolio, your gallery of cakes. Of course, when you're marketing, because that's part of marketing, when you're marketing your services to them, your business, showing them pictures of your cake, you're not going to show them a picture of a Mickey Mouse cake. You're not going to show them a children's cake. You'll show them more mature adult cakes. Maybe cakes with floral design, or maybe a cake with knitting design. Even though you have not made that sort of cakes, you can always go online and find pictures of those. So they'll be like, okay, and then you can now talk about the cake. They'll be like, okay, this lady, this baker has observed our interests. So where other bakers will show them, oh, I've made frozen cake, I've made Disney cake and all that. It won't, even if the cake is good, it looks good, but you want to really pick their interest. So you have zeroed in your target customer. So if you're showing them pictures of cakes and talking to them about cakes they are likely to want to order, you have met their needs. And once you know what exactly their interests are, their age, and all those things, you'll be provided with clues into turning these people into your long-lasting, loyal customers. So I hope that you are getting me. So once you know all these little clues about your customer, you are able to directly target them in the type of marketing campaigns and your promotion, so that when they see you, it's like if you are reading my mind. So a second step that you should do when you want to find out your ideal customer, when you're doing this exercise, is to think about where to find and reach your ideal customer. So now that you have gained their insights into the life of your ideal customer, you know their interests, you know their age, you know whether they have children or not. You need to identify where to find them. Where are they currently looking for cakes like yours, and where are they, they want to find solutions to their problems. They want a cake. Their problem is that they want a cake, but I mean, they need to find you. Where are these customers? So you should be able to define your ideal customer. Remember, you should know your ideal customer by knowing certain information about them. You should know things like where they hang out, or know all these things. Where do they get their information? What are their challenges? What's their frustration? What are their goals? What brands do they like? What is their preferred mode of communication? Do they prefer email, or do they prefer WhatsApp? What language do they use? I mean, if you are, let's say you are selling to like the low income, let's say lower income, if you're using words like connoisseur, bespoke, or don't understand that language, what they want is a good quality cake. Use simple language. So so these are things you should think about. What is their budget? If you are into, if you are catering for moms, working moms, they don't want a high price children cake. They want like a reasonable price children cake. So if you are putting a cake for a large amount of money, they won't go for you. So you should have an idea of their budget. What does she want to know about? What does she want to hear? What are her needs? What is her life? What does she want in life? What makes them happy? Of course, you cannot get. I mean, you are not a spy or a detective. You don't necessarily have to know all this, know the answers to all these questions. But when people are making an order, they give out certain information. I mean, you know whether she's a working mother, you know whether she's a stay-at-home mom, you know whether her budget. There are certain clues you'll be getting from people as they talk. Don't just think, oh, they're just talking. Make notes of certain clues. And once you have those clues, you now have a picture in your mind of that customer, and then you're able to answer the questions they may not even have thoughts of of asking. So the answer to this should be the place where you should be marketing. So once you know the answer of these questions, you now think about, where are these people? Where are mothers? Where do mothers hang out? Where do let's say you cater for men's cakes? Where do men hang out? Where are they? Are they on social media? What environments are they in? Like, for instance, mothers, where do you see mothers? You see them in church, you see them in schools, you see them in like PTA meetings, you see them or if you cater for, if you want like high income or working people, you have to go to where you have to go to where working people go to. Maybe they go for seminars, they go for networking events, they go for WIMBYs, women conferences. So that is where you should be. Wherever your customer, when you know where your ideal customer, when you know who your ideal customer is, you must just now think about where they will be, and that is where you should be and market them. So whether it be church, conferences, that is where you should be. So now let's move on to mistake number 2, which is not taking care of the necessary legal stuff. Now, I know many of us have gone foul of this. Now, this can lead you to being out of business. And I know this is another of those sins of omission frequently committed by, home-based cake business owners. And maybe you do not omit all the legal stuff, but sometimes you choose which legal thing you should, comply or not, because simply you're in business, so you need to keep your business protected. You have to take this as very, very seriously, because this can lead you to being out of business. So you have to pay attention to this. Now, sometimes we forget that we are legal business owners. Like, most of us, we started maybe small. A few friends would tell us, "Oh, you make great cakes, you should go into business." We say, "Oh, okay," and somebody paid us, and suddenly you're in business. Once you have collected money from somebody for a service or to do something, you are no longer a hobby baker. This is not for fun. The moment you charge if you charge money, you have exchanged money for a cake, you are moved from hobby to a professional. The rules become different. It is now a business transaction. So you need to think about it in a different way. You need to conduct yourself more professionally, and you should have things, but once you start charging money for things, people expect things. So you may think that your friend that you've been doing cakes for her has free. Once you start charging money, her expectations and her needs will be, will increase. So don't let them see you as one small time somebody. You have to conduct yourself more professional, so that you must need have things like a business bank account. You should have receipts, you should have invoice, you should have a business email, invoices, receipts, things like that. Because ignoring the legal necessities of running your business can lead to these things, like your business can be closed down, someone else can even be using your name, or someone can take your name away from you, and you can be sued, which means you are using money, or you can be prosecuted. Your business can become vulnerable, and also things like you can pay a higher amount in taxes, or maybe you have to compensate a customer, which is that you have to pay money to them. Also, you'll be unable to perform your civic duty, and also you'll be personally liable for debts. So these are things that if you do not these are things that if you don't adhere, if you don't comply, if you do not register your business name, you are vulnerable. You are exposing yourself and also your business. So how do you take care of this legal stuff in your business? Your fix number 2 is to set up safeguards for legal and necessary obligation. Now, I'm not going to just leave you like that. I'm going to go through at least the essential, the basic legal stuff you should get sorted as a cake business owner. Now, let's go through them. Number 1, foundation. You have to start your business on the right foot. You have to register your cake business. So you need to register. If you have not registered your business, please, start start, start the process of doing that, you need to register your business with the Corporate Affairs Commission, which is the official and only place in Nigeria. If you're a Nigerian, the only place that is authorized to certify and to register business. If somebody is saying that it's another corporation, it's only the Corporate Affairs Commission, and their headquarters is in Abuja, but they have um like little subsidiaries in all across Nigeria. So once your business is registered, that means that business name, your name is legally protected. So just because you have been operating, let's say you have been using a particular name for years, but you have not registered it. Let's say you have been using the name Bosse Cakes and Bakes, and everybody knows you are Bosse Cakes and Bakes, and you just decide one day, okay, people have been talking about registering. Let me register my business. And then the lawyer now comes back to me and say, there's already another company that is called Bosse Cakes and Bakes. You cannot register that name. You'll now be like, so there's nothing you can do. Somebody has already registered that name, even though you have been using that name for years. That does not confer legal ownership of that name on you. That means you will now have to, if you want to register your business, you will now have to change your name, and of course that will be confusing for your customers. That would like that you are Bosse Cakes and Bakes, now you are something else. So that's why it's important that once you have thought of the name of your business, just go ahead and register it, because you don't want to lose all rights of the name, because a name is a powerful thing. You have built a brand over that. People know you as a certain name, and if you now change it, you have to start telling your customers and everything. It will just get confusing, and you may lose customers that way. And of course, once you have registered your name, you can now open a corporate account for your business, because it's important for you to have like a business bank account, because you have to be more professional. Because when somebody is paying you money and let's say your name is Bosse Komolafe, they'll rather pay to Bosse Cakes and Bakes Limited than just Bosse Komolafe. Right, it's not paying. People don't mind, but for you to, you want to grow. You don't want to be that home-based baker all around. I'm sure that eventually in years to come, you want to go. You want to have a shop. You want to have you want to build an empire. You want to leave a legacy. So of course, you should, all these little things you should start. So first, by registering your business name, open your bank account, and of course you can now. And of course, once you are in business and you're legally registered, you have to start paying taxes, because you have to start paying corporate tax. So there are certainly civic responsibilities that you have to do as a business. So you have to pay appropriate tax. Another legal thing that I want to really talk about is have a cake contract. I've noticed that in Nigeria, we don't really pay much emphasis on cake contracts. And I don't want you to be afraid of this. Now, what is a cake contract? Now, a cake contract is really just a formal handshake between you and your customers. Now, the contract is used to agree upon the terms of an order. This will just include things like the event details, the design of the cake, colors, the serving size, the size of cake, and of course, importantly, payment. Now, it is basically a document to protect your cake business from loss, because anything can happen. And if you don't have a contract, you are not adequately protected, because a contract will contain things like, the ordering details, and also your cancellation and refund policies. Now, why should you have a cake contract? Now, a cake contract, you should not have a cake contract for every order. If you have a cake order for 5,000, 10,000, no. But if you have big cake contracts, especially for those who are into wedding cakes, now wedding cakes are a big deal and they cost a lot more money. So as a standard for a business, if you have any order above 50,000, it depends on you. Above 50,000, have some sort of cake contract. Now, I'm not talking about a cake contract that will have like a big document. A cake contract that can just be a little document just at the end of your invoice or at the end of the invoice or receipt, just at the back. It's nothing. It's not nothing really. It's not really a big deal. Now, why should you have a cake contract? I mean, why do you need one? Number one reason is that so you don't get caught out by last minute cancellations. Now, I don't know whether this has happened to you, but do you get, I mean, it's quite frustrating when at the last minute a customer said she doesn't want the cake again. I mean, and that is after you have already baked the cake. I mean, you didn't request it, then you got an order from over the phone. She says she wants a children's birthday cake and she'll come and collect it. And on Saturday, you made the cake, on Friday, you have made the cake by Friday night, the cake is ready. You call and then Friday or Saturday morning, she does say, I traveled, I don't want the cake again. And then you'll be like, the cake, I've made the cake. So, I mean, I'm sure that has happened to a few of you. So a cake contract, if you have a cake contract like that, it will formally request that that customer, whoever wants to order the cake, must pay a non-refundable deposit, maybe between 25 or 50%, and it will also explain the cancellation policy. So when that customer sees that contract, she has signed and has agreed, then you can relax, because that customer has agreed to value your time and efforts by making a commitment to follow through on that order. So she calls and says she wants a cake. People like, oh, okay, our policy says that you have to make a deposit. So of course, let the deposit not be something small like 2,000 or 500 naira. Let the deposit be between either half of the amount or just below half that amount. So if she doesn't come and collect the cake, she has forfeited that deposit. And of course, you have used your money. You have used money to make that cake. Used your time that you could have been doing other things, maybe marketing or following up on other customers or making other orders. So at least it is not a total loss. So that's why a cake contract is important. Also, a cake contract allows you to appear more professional. You know, I'm saying that. You know, you're not just a small-time baker. You are growing. You're building an empire. So you should start conducting yourself professionally. So, and making cakes a serious business is not child's play. And as with any business, there needs to be a formal agreement between you and your customer, because any happy occasion can turn ugly if you do not know the details. I mean, if details are just, haywire, there's no specific details. Now, a cake contract will, provide the list of expectations to be followed by the client and your company. You will it will specify, you write down what the client needs to provide and what you are going to do, and it will protect your company against any complaints, litigation. It will establish clear guidance for payment, whether they should pay a deposit, when they should make the payments, things like that. And also, it should define your liabilities. So it's better to settle all these things up front. You don't want any problem when you're about to deliver the cake. They say, I don't like this, I'm not paying the balance. You do not want any of that, wahala or frustration. So it's better to just put everything in a cake contract so that everybody knows their obligations. Another big reason to have a cake contract is, to keep track of your orders and clients. Because when you properly fill out a cake contract, to have all the information you need, because maybe it's not only you that is in your business. Maybe you have a colleague. So that cake contract will contain all the order details, the cake details, the events, the contact person, the delivery details, time of delivery, all those things. So even if you're not around, anybody picking up that cake contract will say, okay, this cake is for Mr. This to be delivered to so and so. And also, a cake contract is also a good way to follow follow up, because if you haven't heard back from a customer, you can look through your cake and say, okay, this person ordered for this cake, but she has not yet made the deposit. Let me follow up and see how far. So it's just good for record keeping and allows you to plan ahead, so that you don't end up booking 3 wedding cakes for one weekend, things like that. Now, these are basically the things that should be included in a basic cake contract. There are the event details, of course, where the event is, the design of the cake, flavors, colors, the pricing, terms and conditions, disclaimer, signature, and of course your contact information. So these are basically things, and that if they want a refund or cancellation, all those things will be involved. So everybody now knows what needs to be done. So I've included a sample of a cake contract in the handout. It's a link. So once you press on that link, it will now open up to a basic cake contract, and you can now incorporate that in your business. You can put it in your invoice. When you send out an invoice out, you can put that information at the back of the invoice, and once they sign it, everybody is bound. Now, that is it about cake contracts. Another legal aspect I really want to talk about is copyright. I just want to touch a bit about this. Now, copyright issues are another necessity you have to deal with as a cake business owner. Although I've not really heard of a baker being sued for creating a copyrighted cake without permission, but with social media, where we post our cakes, or even if we don't post our cakes ourselves, the clients may post our cakes, and social media, it can go worldwide. And you don't want a situation where you face legal problems by somebody contacted you and said that, oh, that image you used on that cake is mine, it's copyrighted, and that means you are liable to pay. Now let me tell you, so what do I mean by copyright? Now, things like characters like Disney characters, like popular characters like Mickey Mouse, Frozen, all those characters in Nickelodeon, Power Rangers, Cartoon Network, all those cartoon characters, especially if you are into children's cake, all of those characters are copyrighted. That means you need permission to use those characters. Also, designers, manufacturers like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, which one is another popular one? Christian Louboutin. All those ones are protected under copyright and trademark laws in the country. Now, what does that mean for us? That means in most cases, you must obtain permission from the copyright or trademark owner if you want to use that character, image, or logo. I'm sure you are thinking that, okay, if a customer says, I want a Mickey Mouse cake, that means I have to contact Disney for permission to use that image for Mickey Mouse. In essence, I'm telling you, yes, you have to. I mean, we do not implement it in this part of the world, but if you are like abroad, they take these things really seriously, because selling a cake with a copyrighted character without permission can be dangerous if the owner of that copyright gets to know. So if you do all this Elsa and Frozen and Frozen cake, if we put their image on any cake, you will need their permission. In essence, I mean, it's not implemented here, but it's good for you as a cake business owner, to know all these things. So how do you protect yourself? Now, there are a couple of ways you can protect yourself against, infringing on, somebody else's copyrighted image. Number one, just get permission first. Now, some copyright owners will let you copy their characters for free, while some will require a license fee, and some just won't allow any copying. So if you're not sure who the copy owner is, just do a Google search, because when you see some images, you see below that this image may be subject to copyright. I mean, just pick out any image on, if you go on Google and just type in Mickey Mouse or Elsa, you see like a little section like that this subject or this image may be subject to copyright. So that means before you can reuse that image, you must get permission from the owner. Another way to protect yourself is to use figurines. All these figurines that we put on top of cakes, like toys that we put on top of cakes. Now that is okay, because the owners have licensed, or the owners have authorized, or the owners actually are the ones that have manufactured those figurines. So it is okay for you to buy those figurines and use them on your cake. So things like putting image, when we print out image of maybe of a Frozen or all those characters, or a Power Ranger or Winnie the Pooh, those images are copyrighted. So, and another way to protect yourself is that, okay, use free images. Now, there are some works that are free to use, that in the public domain, anybody can use it. Like, I did some research on this, and I found out that Alice in Wonderland, those were only the few public images that were free. That means Alice in Wonderland, I'm sure you know Alice, the story of Alice in Wonderland, and you are free to use that image in your cakes or whatever, and they are free. You do not need any permission for that. But I realized there's a caveat. There's the Disney Alice in Wonderland and the general Lewis Carroll Alice in Wonderland. So I found out that Lewis Carroll, that's Lewis Carroll, the person that wrote the book and drew those images of Alice in Wonderland. Those ones are free. But the Disney version of Alice in Wonderland, those ones are, of course, belong to Disney. So that was quite funny when I read about it. So I'm sure we have all violated all these laws, but it's good for you to know these things. So because ignorance of the law is no excuse. Another thing I want to talk about is using another baker's picture as your own, or putting it on your page, your social media, or your website. Now, this is wrong, wrong, wrong. You should not use another baker's pictures and say it is yours. Or you find a picture on the internet and you post it on your website or your page or your Facebook. Maybe you say that, okay, I just started and I have not taken a lot of pictures of my cake. So I'll just go to the internet and I'll see pictures of cakes and then I'll put it on my website. So just to make my Instagram look plenty that I've done a lot of cake. That is wrong, and you should not do that. You should never pass another person's cake as yours. Because all those cakes you see on the internet, somebody has baked them, and you cannot claim that those cakes are yours. You should first ask the permission and acknowledge their work, because somebody has, of course, used time and effort to make that cake. If you want to, in fact, it's kind of like stealing. Like, you take an image from the internet, a baker's, and then you put it and say, "Oh, this is a cake that I made." That is wrong. You should not do that. If you want to, if you have to, you can find out who baked the cake and at least acknowledge that, okay, this was baked by so and so. But don't be in despair. There are some cakes in the public domain that you can use. Yes, I can understand. You are a new baker, you have few images, few pictures of your cakes, and so, but you just don't want to post just 2-3 pictures on your Instagram. You want to at least put some pictures that you can make those cakes, just that you have not had the opportunity to make those sort of cakes. But yes, there are some websites you can go to that have a lot of cake images that you can borrow and take for free without infringing on anybody's copyright or anything. Now, in that handout, I have put the link of a website. Is it Pixabay, where you can go and it has free images. So if you want chocolate cake, you just type in chocolate cake and you give you images of chocolate cake, so on and so forth. And if you are one of those that somebody has stolen your cake and said that yours, like, you can be watermarking your pictures. So when you post your pictures on your website or on your Facebook picture, on your Facebook or your Instagram or Twitter or wherever, you can put like a little watermark. Now, watermark is just like a little image. I'm sure you have seen it. A little image. Maybe it will be your logo or your name or something on that picture. So that's anybody who's seen that picture will know that this person baked this butter cakes and baked this did this cake. So if anybody is steals that picture, they are just publicizing your business for you. So that's it. And in that handout, I've also put a link of places where you can put watermark in your on your pictures, and which is Canva. So I'm going to take a break for a few minutes, which will just be a few seconds for you, so I can just take a little water break. So I'll see you soon. So I'm back. Let's move on to mistake number 3, and that is not tracking your visitors. Now you'll be like, who is visiting me? Okay, so do you have like any idea who are your customers? What posts of yours, I assume you are all on social media, what type of posts they like, what type of pictures they like, and also do you even know the ages of people who, when you post something, you see likes. If you're on Instagram, you see those heart, you see those, people like your page, so you see that heart, and you see that you have 6 likes, you have 20 likes, you have 40 likes, and things like that. On Facebook, you see likes, likes. So you'd be like, these people that are liking my page, those are your potential customers. But likes are people behind those likes, and you have to find out who are these people. Why are they liking my page? So the only way the only way you can get this information is through your Facebook page. So the fix of this is have a dedicated business Facebook page. Now, I hope all of you have a business Facebook page, which is different from your personal page. You should have a Facebook page just for your business. If you do not have one, please look in the handout. I have a link on how you can create a business page for your business. Because Facebook, believe it or not, can create sales, and sales equals to money, which equals to a growing and successful business. Now, when your business is on Facebook, you will see that sometimes it may take a while, but some sales can come directly from Facebook. So it's no longer a question of should you be on Facebook, but the question should be, why are you not on Facebook? If you are in business and want to succeed, your business needs to be on Facebook. Yes, there are other social media, but first of all, you should be on Facebook. So for all those questions I asked earlier about your customer, about all those likes, who are those? You want to see the face behind those likes. Now, how are you going to get that information from your Facebook page? The answer is your Facebook Insights. Now, I don't know whether you have heard of it, but Facebook Insights is what you need to have when you have a Facebook business page. Facebook Insight is the way you would know who is to get more information about those people who are visiting your page. Now, Facebook Insight provides dedicated metrics for your Facebook page. Now, before you can have your Facebook Insight, you need a minimum of 25 likes. I'm not saying that you have 25, you should get 25 likes for one single image, but as you continue posting something, when you 25 people have liked your page, your Facebook Insights, that button will now come up. Now, to access your insights, all you have to do is just, let's say this is just an example of Facebook page. You will see Facebook Insights is just right there. Or if you can see, sometimes you can see like 3 buttons around here, or but usually the updated Facebook page, you should have your insights right there, just on top of all this, on top of the menu. So once you press your insights, you will now see something like this. Now, don't be afraid. This is not, I know this can see all the graphs and lines and everything. Don't be put off by it. Now, your Facebook Insights are visually organized into categories because they provide information, data as to your post reach, your page likes, your sharing, an overview, demographics, that is where do they live, things like that. If you look closely at this person's Facebook page, you can see that 45 people viewed the person's page within 1 week. So you'd be like, okay, 45 people viewed my page. Page likes, 5 people liked the page. Your reach essentially means that the extent of when Facebook I don't know, the like algorithm, like your Facebook page reached over 1,000 people, 1,900 people, and out of that 1,900 people, 510 people engaged. Either they commented, they liked your page, they did something. I mean, they clicked on something on your page, so you know that 510 people did something on your page. And here videos, you can see that, okay, 6 people either liked your videos, and things like that. So with this information now with this information, let me just gives you an idea about, okay, that let's say you got a lot of likes, you got a lot of likes for a particular post, and you'll be like, okay, then you can now click on it and find out what post you posted that day that got a lot of likes. Maybe you posted a personal story, so that will be like, okay, when I post a personal story, I get more engagement, so that means you should be posting more personal stories. Or you do, if you got a lot of likes, if you click on those likes, you can now see the people who liked your page. You will now have a list of the people who liked your page. So this Facebook Insights, I mean, it's not very complicated. All you have to do is just click on the menu. You see your likes, you see your reach, people visited, you see the post, and when you now go on your post, you see who liked your post, who engaged, who commented, all those things. Like in this example, you can see this person got over 1,000 likes, 50 comments, and 367 people shared whatever that person shared a post, and 10,000 people clicked on that post. So when you now click on it, you will now find out what post, what sort of content you did that day that got that sort of engagement, and then all these page likes and all. So it just, and then all these likes are just graphs. It will show you that, okay, your page likes increased, but it decreased on a certain day, increased on Friday, but it decreased on Saturday, increased on so and so. So even knowing the days when people are coming to your page, you'll be like, okay, on, like, here you can see this about on Saturday and Sunday it decreased. That means people were not seeing, people were not engaging. Maybe Saturday, weekends, people are busy, they don't have time to be on Facebook. But on Monday it peaked. That means people are looking at this person's Facebook page on Monday. So that means with that information, you now say, okay, on Mondays I'll be posting more. So because people are looking at your page on Monday, so maybe that's when you will now do your deals, your promos, your offers, your discounts, to get more people to order from you. So Facebook Insight is an important aspect of being a business person, and you should be making use of it. It is your page, is free on Facebook. Once you have a Facebook page, just click on Insights and you get all this information. Once you have this information, just process the information. Another thing that you can be doing is you can boost another thing you can do is to be boosting your post. You can increase, let's say you just started a Facebook page and you invited your friends, part about 50, but you want like 1,000, you want a lot. You can boost your page so you can be more active. Boosting is like Facebook will help you to advertise your page, but of course you have to pay for it. So starting as low as 5,000 a day, and you choose the number of days you want, you can boost your page. So, but I have to warn you that when you're boosting your page, it doesn't reach to like 1,000 people. It may reach to maybe tens of people, maybe hundreds of people, but the increase will not be as much. So so I don't want you to be wasting money all the time boosting each and every post. You can boost posts of your promos. You can boost things like promos, but if you are just saying like if you're just putting a picture of a cake, there's no need to boost to boost that post. So boosting your post, and also there's a section like when you have they'll say, oh, you want to boost your page. That means Facebook will help you to advertise your page to people so that people can like and follow your page. But of course, you have to pay. And I've heard that some people that, okay, like Facebook, if you have a Facebook page, it doesn't necessarily mean that a lot of people will see your page. Unfortunately, Facebook has made it difficult for business people, for just even your friends seeing your page. I mean, they want you to be paying. So that's why you see all these boosting pages, do ads, create an ad. I'm sure you have been seeing all this. So it's only if you want your page to be seen by lots of people, by hundreds of people, you have to pay it by either creating adverts, doing sponsored ads, and by boosting. That is the only way you can get a lot of likes and people to follow your page. If not, you see that when you start looking at your insights and you know, Facebook, below each post it will tell you how many saw your post and how was it and the reach of it, and you see that it's very small. So you have to pay for it. But always, have a Facebook page and make sure you use your insights. Now, moving along quickly, let's go on to mistake number 4, which is very important, and it's not knowing how to deal with complaints. Complaints goes with the job. Now, receiving a complaint, I know, can be very distressing. Can be quite distressing, and it happens. Because I remember when I received my first complaint, I just wanted to run and hide, but you just have to deal with it. You just have to be a big girl and just deal with it. So how do you deal with complaints? It's best that you are prepared for it when it comes. So the fix of that is that have policies in place to know how to deal with any complaints before they occur. So you will know what to say and how to deal with it in a timely manner. Now, there are a few ideas and some tips on how you can deal with complaints from customers. One, you can say, "Oh, thank you for," you should thank them for their feedback, and also you should be sincere about it. You should acknowledge their feelings and also be sincere about it. If it's over the phone, please do not interrupt them. Let them vent it out. Let them say their entire complaint before you reply, and use that time to gather yourself. Take a few deep breaths and say, "Oh, God, it's not the end of the world." And if it's online, you don't need to reply immediately, but do so in a timely manner. But do not really reply online. Like if it's online, say that you will respond to them offline, because you need time to figure it out. You need time to think about how you're going to proceed. So you don't want to be defensive. You don't want to react. You need to have time. So a great reply is to say, "Oh, thank you for your feedback. Please give me some time to respond to you in detail. I'll consult my other records and I'll get back to you." So this is a nice, a polite, this is just a polite reply. And as you send that, the customer will be like, "Okay," and then you can now call the customer or email the customer or contact them on wherever to discuss their complaints. Now, how do you deal with complaints? Now, let's say they are justified in their complaints. Well, honesty is the best policy, because if you have made a mistake, then be big enough to admit it and apologize. More often, an apology, just say, "Oh, I'm sorry that happened to you. It won't happen again." That is enough for a customer to hear. It shows that you are taking their complaints seriously. Tell them how you're going to make changes in future so that this problem won't happen again. Because if you are at fault, you have to decide how you're going to make the situation better for the both of you. And it doesn't necessarily mean you will have to give them a full refund. Now, let's say you are at fault. You still want to have a relationship with them. You still want them to come back to you. So imagine you in their shoes. How would you want that complaint to be dealt with? Would you want a refund? Would you expect a refund? Or a full refund, or a half refund, part refund, or maybe a box of cupcakes, as a form of apology is okay, or maybe a discount off their next order, or if it's a big mistake, maybe cupcakes and a full refund. Because what you offer them depends on the severity, depends on the seriousness of the complaint. For example, if it's a small complaint, like, okay, you got the flavor wrong, but they still got a lovely, great cake. Let's say they wanted lemon, but you did vanilla. That is not really a big, you can offer them maybe a discount on their next order. Or maybe you forgot to write happy birthday on the cake, or you spelled the name wrong. It is not really that bad. So, apologize politely, but don't offer any refund. That's not basics for a refund. Because frankly, not writing happy birthday does not really spoil the impact of the whole event, but they do deserve a sincere apology at least, because you did not meet their expectations. You got the color wrong. Maybe they wanted dark pink, but you did light pink. Mm, that is not really a big deal. So maybe you can say, okay, oh, I'm sorry. Maybe you can offer them a free box of cupcakes, or maybe just a little partial refund. It depends on you. But if it's like a big thing, like, okay, the cake collapsed, or the cake spoiled because maybe you did something wrong. You failed to secure the cake properly, so the cake just spoiled. I mean, the cake fell down, so there was no way, there was no cake at the party or the wedding. In that case, you have to, not only give them a full refund, of the entire amount, because also maybe send them some cupcakes and offer a discount for their next order. And if they still want to come back to you, you've got to make them happy. But all those things, it depends on the seriousness of the complaints. But don't reward them too much, because you don't want to give them an admission of guilt, because this will just set the tone for future orders. Because if you give them a full refund for one complaint, you see when they'll keep on urging for you and be complaining all the time. You don't want to set that tone for your business. And also, it's good to have all these policies, because as you said, you're growing business. Once you have policy in place on how to deal with complaints, you can tell this to your workers, so that they're not always coming to you that, this woman said. They already know what to do if such complaints come to you. And of course, if they complain on social media platform, be friendly and polite. Send them that reply that I told you earlier, and take the conversation offline. And then there's some situations where there's no justification in their complaints. Sometimes you're going to meet a very unreasonable customer. I mean, we all know them. In this case, just keep quiet. The less you say is better. Don't be tempted to apologize too much. Yes, it's your business. Apologize. Say I'm sorry, but don't say I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Do not defend yourself or make them feel bad. You do not want to waste too much time. You don't want to waste time with people, such people. Just hear them out, say sorry, tell them you're grateful for their feedback, and and say goodbye. It's not worth it prolonging the conversation, because you know that your cakes are good and everything, but maybe she complain. It might just be a very small complaint and there's no justification. Just say, oh, I'm grateful for your feedback. Okay, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Thank you. Bye. Simple, polite, and that's it. Now let's move on to the fifth mistake, which I'm sure we are all guilty of, is you think you can do it all by yourself, which is the most common of all self-sabotaging behaviors. So I've left this mistake for last, because it is the most common, because we try to do everything in our business ourselves. You know that our business is our baby. We started it ourselves, so we want to do, it's like our precious little baby. Okay, so like many of us, we find ourselves with no choice. I mean, we have to do everything ourselves, because we don't have money to hire more hands, or we are just a perfectionist. But you have to realize that from time to time, you need some time off. You need time off to do some restructuring. Maybe think of new marketing strategies. Maybe building time for dealing with suppliers. Maybe look for more suppliers. Maybe even time off to even go for training, or at least, but if we do everything ourselves, what time can we do all this? If you're the one baking, if you're the one doing orders, if you're the one, what time can you do all this? And there's sometimes that you need some off time in your business to do all this. If not, you'll just be working yourself to the bone. So even though it's just you and there's no choice, you don't have any other person helping you, you have to say that, okay, this year I will take some time off to do all these things. At least make a plan to do some of this in the future. Have a time frame. Something like, okay, say that, okay, when I start bringing in more than 300,000 a month or 100,000 a month, I'm going to hire maybe another baker, and maybe it's somebody who will help me with my orders or with my decorating, or I'm going to hire somebody who will be doing my social media posting and marketing, or maybe hire maybe a bookkeeper, a accountant to help me with my bookkeeping, or hire somebody who will be going to the market for me. I mean, you are not. We are not like superwoman. We can't do everything ourselves. We need some help, and sometimes you need some experienced eyes. Like I've always thought. I mean, there's nothing like having a business coach. I have one, and if you do not have one, you should think of having one, because a business coach will look into your business and really look at aspects you need help in. They'll look at those blind spots, the ones that may be sabotaging your business while you're busy taking care of the obvious ones. I mean, you may think you are running at your optimal best, but when you have a business coach, that person is neutral. I mean, that person has no emotional attachments to you, but will look at your business and will know what areas you should be focusing on and what areas you should not be focusing on. Like, you are working for yourself, but you spend so much time on maybe you enjoy baking and decorating, and but and you spend so much time on decorating. Maybe you want to get this perfect fondant flower and you spend hours and hours just doing your fondant flowers, when you could be doing other things like marketing, maybe sourcing for suppliers and things like that. So a business coach will be like, okay, why don't you hire somebody, for a very minimal amount to help you with your baking and decorating, or hire somebody who can do your social media marketing while you can concentrate on your sugar craft and all that. So a business coach can look over the plan and point out the gaps and potential spots, or even suggest better solutions, because so that she can help you narrow your own focus so that you can truly specialize and become a powerhouse in your business, which I want you to be. So the fix of that is that make use of outside help. If you can get help, get help. And this fix is the simplest of all. So plan to outsource something from day one, from this day forward. Think of something that you can outsource, that you can delegate to somebody. I mean, yes, you may have to pay the person, but the small amount you're paying will give you more time. Maybe will give you more time for your kids, maybe give you time for your partner, give you more time to even go for training. Let's say you have not gone for any skills, or maybe do a business course or go for cake training for the last few years. I mean, you should try and at least find some time to at least do something. So try and outsource, try and delegate, try and hire somebody to do something, so you can have some little time for yourself, because you just be working. And another thing is, plan to have some sort of mentor or business coach. A business coach is very important. Also, having a mentor, somebody you can look up to, saying that, okay, a mentor is like somebody who has the business that you want, or the business that you want, and you want to follow in the footsteps of that person, or so that you can get advice. A mentor may not even the person that you meet. It can be somebody, like I'll say that, oh, Oprah Winfrey is my mentor. I've never met her. I pray to meet her one day, but at least I've seen her achievements. I've known what she has gone through. So this is, I mean, I know what she has built, and this is something that at least I want to aspire to, I want to achieve. And also try and get some sort of business coach who can take a step back and look at your business and offer you solutions. And that is the whole aspect of Baking Business School, which is a coaching program where I give you solutions and trainings and courses so that you can be more profitable in your cake business. I also do one-on-one coaching where I talk to cake business owners, and they tell me their challenges, and then I look through their plan, their strategy, and then I offer at least solutions and a marketing plan and strategies for them to go forward. So in fact, if you make finding a mentor or a business coach your number one priority, she may even tell you, okay, this is what you have to outsource and how to do so in the most, cost effective ways. So, oh yes, we have done it. So we have covered, yes, we have covered the 5 basic steps you need to walk your way through to go from sabotaging your cake business to increasing your reach, reputation, and results. So in case you're just joining, these are the 5 mistakes and the fixes that we have talked about. Now, the 5 mistakes that we have gone through is that you are not identifying your ideal customer or target market. And I went through that exercise of that you have to know, who are you selling to, what are you going to sell them to, what are the problems. You need to answer this question, and the fix of that is that you need to identify who and laser focus your ideal customer, what they want. Another mistake is that you're not taking care of your necessary legal stuff. I remember, and I spoke about setting up safeguards for your legal and necessary obligations. I talked about registering your business. I talked about copyright, cake contracts, and also cake images. Another mistake that we all fall foul of is not tracking your visitors, and I talked about using your Facebook insights to see at least to see the face behind those likes and those people who are visiting your page. I should also mention that it's not only Facebook that has insights. Also, Instagram has insights. If you just look at your settings, you will see a portion of insights, and then you are able to at least see those insights as to people who are visiting your page and liking your post. Also, another mistake we talked about is not knowing how to handle complaints. And I gave you scenarios on how you should go about dealing with complaints you get from time to time. And another major mistake that we all make is doing it all ourselves. I mean, we think that we are superwoman, but we are not superwoman. You should try and outsource. Try and let other people help you. Get some sort of mentor. Get a business coach who can help you look at your business and get more. You just need help. So make use of people around you, or people just get help. I'll just leave it at that. Don't think you can do everything by yourself. Just get help. So, in conclusion, like, making better marketing decisions is not just a question of eliminating mistakes. Yes, we know the mistakes. Now you know the fixes. You now know the solutions of, the solutions that you have to do not to make that mistakes. But it's not just that. It's also taking the right actions and developing new habits based on these actions. Now, all these things I've said is all well and good, but if you do not implement, if you do not do what I have said, I mean, it goes without saying, you won't achieve much. So I hope you have made notes. I hope that you are now thinking. You're now thinking. So all those things I've mentioned, all these exercises that you should be doing, you should please do it. Implement it. Develop new habits based on these actions. So we have covered these basic steps now, and I know that right now you may feel overwhelmed about all the things I have mentioned in this webinar and wondering, where do I start from? So, like, instead of you struggling from scratch and trying to figure everything out, now let me introduce you to a brand new program that I have developed just for you, which is called supercharge your marketing for less stress, more clients, and more cash. Now, this program a is the way how you I've developed this program so that it includes strategies that will help you easily market your cake business while spend less time, make money, and you enjoy more freedom than you ever thought possible. So I'm going to tell you all about this program in the next 1 minute. I am going to drink a glass of water and I'll be right with you in less than 60 seconds. Welcome back. So I've had some water, so I'm ready. Now, before I left you off, I was telling you about this new program that I have just developed, which is called Supercharge Your Marketing for Less Stress, More Customers, and More Cash in just 4 weeks. Now, attention, cake business owners and entrepreneurs. You want more customers and bigger profits, right? Now, this program will help you easily market your cake business where you will spend less time, you're still making money, and you enjoy more freedom. Now, I want you to stop scratching your head in frustration and finally get the help you need to develop a solid, sustainable marketing plan. You know, I've been talking about marketing. Without market, I'm telling you, without you knowing how to market, I'm sorry, you won't be making money in this business. So I have penned a letter for you. Dear cake business owner, now tell me if this sounds familiar. You built your business around your passion for cake. Your cakes, your other baked goods, when they sell, they're well received. People say they like your cakes. Your customers love you. Yet something is missing. Your business growth isn't as strong as it should be. Or what you see what other cake businesses are. Your sales aren't consistent, so sometimes you make money, sometimes you don't make money, and this makes budgeting difficult. And on top of that, you feel like if you're working all the time, or maybe you're just starting out, and while you feel your cakes are good, they're top quality, you do not know how to get them in front of your ideal markets. Remember, I talked about ideal customer in our webinar. You are not alone. In fact, getting the word out about your business is often the biggest hurdle or challenge cake business owners face. We all say marketing is hard. At least that's what we think. I mean, how many times have you said, "Oh, I'm not a salesperson. Oh, I'm not a marketer. Oh, I hate selling." Or, asking people to buy my cakes, it makes me uncomfortable. I mean, if you are like most of us, you have said these words. I mean, I have said this, some time back or something like that. It's hardly rare you find someone who likes marketing, who likes selling, because we equate marketing with sales. We automatically think that marketing is difficult or something that other people do, something that bankers do. But I'm telling you, that could be further than the truth, because we are all marketing all the time. I mean, it's a fact. It is a fact. We are always marketing. It's just that you do not know. As a cake business owner, you are a natural marketer. Just take it. Say, "I am a natural marketer." Say it. Now say it. "I am a natural marketer." You do it every day in every interaction you are, including maybe you're posting on Facebook, all your updates on Facebook, when you post a cake picture, when maybe you give a baker's advice, like, "Oh, somebody asks you on a baker's phone, 'Oh, I don't know, how do I make fondant?' And you say, 'Okay,' or 'How do I make my cakes moist?' You give advice. That is marketing. Or you answer a customer when they make when they make an inquiry. That's still marketing. Or you just answer, let me see, or maybe face-to-face meetings at business conferences, or when you give people your business card or flyer, or when you have your Instagram profile with your cake pictures, or your LinkedIn. All those are marketing. I'm sure you at least you have done one or even all of that. So you are already a marketer. The truth is, when you are a solo cake business owner, Every single interaction you have with others is marketing. Every meeting forms an impression with your audience. Each email, Facebook reply, text, or WhatsApp message may be the one that seals a future sale for you. So I'm telling you all this because to tell you that marketing isn't so scary at all. All what I've said, I'm sure you have done it before, which is marketing. But with all that being said, you're probably wondering why your cake business, isn't growing at the rate you want it to be, since clearly you are doing some of this or all of these things each and every day. The problem is that random inconsistent efforts will only go so far. While all these things listed above, all those things I said were above, marketing, they are simply not enough. To compete in today's short attention span, highly competitive marketplace, you have to approach marketing with a proven strategy and solid, repeatable plan. You need a plan because, yes, I've mentioned that all those things are marketing, but you don't do all those things every day. You don't do those things. I mean, it's not like a plan. You just do it out of, just out of life. But if you do not have a solid, repeatable plan, that's the only way. You need a strategy and a plan. Ideally, your marketing plan must include these things. A true understanding of your ideal client. I've always said you must know your ideal customer. You should know who they are. You should know their problems, their dreams, their frustration, their problems. You should know them. And your marketing plan must include a picture of your business goals, where you want to end up. I mean, what is your plan? What do you want to be, a home-based baker all your life, or do you want to grow? So that is what your marketing, you should have a business goal. Tools you are most comfortable using. What social media tools? You do not have to be on all social media platforms. You don't have to post videos, but which ones do you want to use, and you should stick to them. Do you want to be on social media, video, audio, written copy? Also, it's very important, you should have an email list strategy. Now, don't listen to anyone saying email is dead. People still read their emails, and you should have a database of all your customers. So only by fitting all of this and more pieces together seamlessly can you hope to create a marketing strategy. And this is the only way you can sustain and grow your business to the income and satisfaction level you deserve. Of course, if you are like most people, you really can't devise this plan by yourself. I mean, all these things I mentioned, can you devise this plan by yourself? Think about it. You are probably too far busy running your business. You are answering calls, you are doing things. So do you have time to map out a marketing plan? So to tell the truth now, are you just marketing anyhow? Do you have a social media plan? Do you have a marketing plan? Or do you just share random posts? There's no plan. You just do anything as you feel like. So if you have, for you to have listened to all what I've said this far, I'm guessing you have answered no to these questions. Clearly, it's time for you to supercharge your marketing for less stress, more clients, and more cash. Now, this is a 4-part course. It's designed to put you on the fast track to highly profitable marketing. Now, in this course, I'm going to walk you step by step through the exact systems I am using in my own business to attract new customers, sell my products and services, and also build a great reputation, all in less time than you probably spending right now on methods that don't work. Now, I'm going to give you how the course will break down. Now, it's going to be a 4-module program, which is going to be over the course of 4 weeks. Now, module 1, this is what we're going to be dealing with in module 1, which I call the business planning treasure map for your profits, for more profits, more reach, and more impact. So in this module 1, this is all what you're going to be getting. Why a business plan is critical to your success and how to create one without losing your mind. You need a business plan, and I told you why. 2 tools that will make all your business planning efforts ridiculously easy. How to successfully create systems in your cake business to make marketing and lots of other tasks easy and painless as well as fast. Why outsourcing is a waste of money for most entrepreneurs and how to do it. So I know I talk about how outsourcing, but you have to know how to outsource what, and what you have to know what to outsource and how you're going to outsource it at a cost-effective way. 2 people you probably don't consider when marketing your business and how to start attracting them, because miss this and they are losing us on a lot of potential sales. And also in this module, I'll give you 5 types of products you should have in your marketing funnel and a proven schedule for their release. The marketing funnel is just like a plan on how you should be marketing each day, each month, things like that. And I'll give you a schedule for how you should be marketing, the time and all those things. And also in module 1, I'll show you how most businesses owners ruin their blogs and what to do instead. Now, these are for those who want to, expand their reach, and that is by blogging. Blogging is essentially you having a website and you're just like writing articles. You can write articles, and blogging and blogging is like baking business school, and it's a blog. You write articles, offering solutions to offering tips and things like that. So if you think of starting a blog, this module will show you what to do. Now, moving on to module number 2. Remember, look at all what we have covered in module number 1. In module 2, we are now going to talk about emails. Now, leverage is how you can leverage the power of email to reach and serve more people while creating cash on demand. In this module, we are going to deal with all this. I'll give you 13 reasons why you must focus on growing your mailing list, that is your data list, and the 6 jobs of your very first email. Because there's a strategy in sending emails. You just don't send emails just like that. There should be and that's why I say everything has a purpose, everything has an aim, everything has an end goal. So you can't just be sending out things. You should know that when I send this email, I should get this level of, I should get this number of inquiries. I mean, there's a strategy to that, and I'm going and this is what we're going to talk about in this module. Also, in this module, we're going to talk about the 10 most common email marketing mistakes and how to avoid them, because it's better to know the mistakes so that you can avoid them. How to carefully tread the fine line between being yourself and being, downright offensive, because I'm sure you say that sending emails is like if I'm intruding, but there's a way that you can, not overstep your boundaries. The difference between selling and relationship building, because that's the power of email. You are not selling. You're not saying, oh, bye all the time. You're building a relationship. You want them to know and like you. Also, we're going to talk about insights, studying statistics, and getting more information from your readers, and also the anatomy. I call this the anatomy of a perfect follow-up series. How you can follow up with your customers. Now, moving on to module number 3. I'll call this module how to share your work and give your potential customers exactly what they want with integrity and joy. So this is, again, it's all about relationship-based marketing. 10 ways that you can sell without feeling sleazy, because I know people feel that, oh, well, if I keep bothering them about buy, but there's a way that you can sell, and they're happy from you selling you offering your services to them. How to delegate your work, how to 6 methods for stretching yourself and your business, how to grow your business, and how to find out what your customers really want. So this is what we are going to talk about in this module. The 4th module, which is in the 4th week, is explosive. It's like how to get rockstar exposure to help you power your business and double your impact. I mean, you want your brand to expand, you want to grow, you want people to know you, and this is what this model is going to help you. It's going to help you how to leverage the power of outsourcing to drive more sales and to have a bigger impact. How to create your own buzz. You know when they say, "Oh, things are going viral," so that is how I'm going to teach you how you can create your own buzz. How to get others to promote for you, and I see that this is the same trick Amazon uses to use to do this, and I have that strategy which I'm going to show you in this model. How to attract joint venture. I mean, joint venture is that how to partner. If you want to partner with another person, like a give and take, that okay, you help me to promote my business and I will help you to also promote your business. It's just a partnership. Also, I'll give you methods to increase your visibility and also your marketing efforts. And also, I'm going to talk about how to avoid some marketing faux pas, because just because I'm talking about marketing, there are things that some don'ts that you should not do, and of course I'll cover that in this model. So this is a 4-part model, and these are all what you're going to get. And not only that, I'm also going to give you some resources, because we need all the help, and these are resources. I mean, these are things that I use. I'm not giving you things that I got from anywhere. These are things that I use for my business, and that's why it has grown to this level, in such a short amount of time. And I'm, giving it to you so that you too can, have a level of success. The first bonus I'll be giving you is blueprints on how to add more subscribers. That is a blueprint on how you can add more people to your email list. Because when you have a database of potential customers and you market to them, you email them, then you are at the back of their mind. They're like, okay, this person that keeps on emailing me once every month or once every week. Okay, her cakes look nice. Let me give her a try. That's the power of email. That's the power of follow up. I'll also give you a productivity calendar, which has productivity tools, which is just to make you more productive. Because sometimes we procrastinate. At the beginning of the year, we're go-getters. We want to. We are happy. We're excited to get going. But after some while, energy will wane. But have a productivity calendar, so you know that each day I have to be doing this, and some productivity tools, so to keep your momentum up. Okay, and also this is important. Resource directly to increase your productivity. So this is a resource directory that has links and places and tools you can use to increase your productivity, like websites and templates and all those things. I also have a marketing tool source book, which contains some free marketing tools you can use straight away. And okay, a guide on how to handle customer service issues in your business. So I spoke in the webinar, I spoke about handling how to handle customer complaints. So also you also need good customer service. So all these bonuses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are also included in this 4-part marketing program, because you have to understand that you need all the help you can get. Marketing is more than just sales. As you can see, there's a lot more to a marketing plan than just you making more sales. You've got to examine your priorities, uncover the true needs of your audience, your customer, create, irresistible offers, and get the word out. If all this sounds overwhelming, don't worry, because with this program, we supercharge your marketing for less stress, more clients, and more cash. I will help you create a comprehensive plan that takes all that and more into account, so you can start loving your business again. Your business is not a burden. And of course, I want you to be completely satisfied, so you'll be glad that you took this 4-module course, because this 4-module course comes with a no risk guarantee. And of course, there's absolutely no risk to you, because this 4-module training course is covered by my no question asked 100% money back guarantee. If you do not find the information, all the the training helpful in any way at all when it comes to improving your sales, improving your turning potential customers into money paying customers, improving your website if you have one, or just making your business more profitable, just simply send me in an email and I will send you a refund if you find no information useful for your business. The risk is all mine. Just take it like that. So because I want you to stop wasting your time with unproven tips and frustrating trial and error work, because at its core, marketing is nothing more than really just a repeatable systemized series of action. It's just like how will I describe it? It's just like a production line. A production line is you just put things, you just press a button and the production line knows what to do. Boom, 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 boom. So once you have that system, you already know that system, marketing just comes easy to you. So all you have to do is, once you have this series of actions, you just implement it in your business and then you just watch your business grow. If you're struggling anyway, it's only because you have not yet figured out how the pieces all fit together. I will show you exactly what works and save you a lot of time, stress, and wasted efforts all the way. So that is it. Whether things are progressing well in your business or not, you do need a solid marketing plan. It's simply something you cannot afford to ignore, I'm telling you, because if you do, sooner or later, you'll find profits are falling, your sales are slowing down, and by then it's often too late. So please do not let your business fall victim to a lack of strategic marketing when it's easy to build a plan that continues to work week after week, month after month, year after year. I told you, it's just like a production line. Once you have it in your system, poof, 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 it just works. It just works. Now, how does this 4-course program works now? Now, it's an online school. Once you pay for this course and once it starts, you'll be given access to an online school where you can access the lessons with your unique username and password. Now, each module will become accessible every 7 days, because I don't want to give you module 1 on Monday, module 2. I mean, it will just be too much. So module 1 will be on its given day, and in a week's time, module 1 will be given on another day. So you have time to watch the videos at your own pace, and also have time to implement. Of course, this course has step-to-step instruction, comprehensive guides, downloadable instructions, worksheets, and exercises to help you implement what you have learned. Of course, I've gone through the bonus materials you'll be getting. You have additional resources, links will be added as we go along, and of course, you can watch the videos at your own pace. And also, you have access to me either by email or WhatsApp personally, so I can help you through any problems you may have. So once you pay for this course, you have direct access to me, so I can answer any questions. Yes, in my general groups, I do answer questions, but it's not at the at least with this program, I'll quickly answer your questions. I mean, you have direct access to me. You can answer question upon question upon question. I do not mind. I mean, I want you to succeed, because my goal is to make sure you stay on the right track to having a profitable cake business this year. Now you may ask me, okay, wow, I've said all these things. What's the cost? What is the catch? Believe me, there is no catch. Your investment, and I'm calling investment. I'm not saying cost. I'm not saying price. I'm saying investment, because you're investing in your business. This is money that once you pay, you're going to get it back, because when you invest something, that means you're getting your money back. Because when you invest in a training or something that will help you expand and grow your business, get you more customers, more orders, that means you get your money back. So it's an investment. So don't think of it as a cost. So I have two investment options. Now the total price of this course is 25,000, but I'm doing an early bird offer where you only pay 22,000 by this Sunday, 27th January 2009, and Once you make these payments, you get all the bonuses, resources, cost material, everything I've mentioned in this email. And of course, you get lifetime access to all the models. So even let's say you said that okay, you pay for it, but you are busy this January period. February, the course is still it will still be there waiting for you, and I will still be there waiting for you. So no matter when you take this course, once you pay for it, it's yours for life. So no matter when you take it, it's yours. Of course, you have WhatsApp and email priority to me. And also, you have a 3 month membership to the Building a Profitable Cake Business Resource Library. Now, this is a resource library where I usually reserve for those that take my courses, and it's just like a library of just of things that will help you make your make his business better. It has templates. It has comprehensive it has comprehensive business plan. If I know I was talking about a cake contract in the link, yes, there's a cake contract, but in this resource library, I have a more robust and comprehensive, cake contract. Now, this program is scheduled to start on February 4th, 2019. So if you choose the investment option, you only pay 22,000 naira more, and this offer is only till Sunday, 27th of January. After Sunday, the price will increase to 25,000. So to make payments, all you have to do is just go to this website. Now, the website link was in the comment section, and also I'll be sending you more information in your email. So if you're not able to write this website now, I'll send it to your email, but you can write it now, and you will get all the information. Of course, you can send me an email at cakelady@bakingbusinessschool.com.ng or bakingbusinessschool@gmail.com. There's another payment option, because I know that maybe that 22,000 or 25,000 may be a little much for some of you. So I've given you a installmental portion where you can pay 2 installments of 15,000 and 10,000. So you pay 15,000 now, and the balance you pay like in another 2 weeks or so, which I think is reasonable. Of course, this is budget friendly, and of course, you get all the bonuses, resources, all the cost materials. Again, you get lifetime access to all the modules. You have priority access to me, and of course, you will still have membership to my resource library. And of course, the course is scheduled to start. We're all starting at the same time. 4th February, everybody will start, and this offer will close on Tuesday, 29th of January. So enrollment for this course is closing on the 29th of January 2009. So you only have till then. I believe the 29th of January is on next week, Tuesday. So you have till now. So that is 5 days. You have about this amount of time to register for this course, make payment, and on the 4th of February, we will all start this course. So remember, you have 2 payment options. If you pay by Sunday, 27th of January, there's a little discount where you pay 22,000. But after the 27th of January, the price goes back to 25,000. So you have to pay that full price, or you pay the 2 instrumental payments of 15,000 now and 10,000. And remember, the course finishes the enrollment registration for this course finishes on 29th January 2019. After 29th, this course is closed, so I can at least attend to those who have already paid. So after this 29th, this course will be closed for the year. So what happens after you have registered? Well, once you go to the website link, which you'll find below in the comment section and also in your email, put your name and your email in the sign up box, and you receive an email immediately with your payment details. So once you have made payment, please send an email to me at cakelady@bakingbusinessschool.com. Then Angie, just say, oh, I've made payment, okay, and then excuse me, I will receive you will receive a confirmation receipt, plus I'll also give you a good bonus, just to say thank you, and and to say well done, to get you started, for investing in your business. It shows that you are serious. Then after that, you now get a series of emails informing you of more details of the course, and also your your sign up details to the online school. And then you will receive on the 4th of February, you will receive your first module, and then we are started. And then you will now receive each of the modules from the course every week for 4 weeks. Because you have to realize that, for you to have a great business, you need to be consistent with your efforts, also need to challenge yourself, and also implement what you have learned, and top that with personal coaching. So that is what I'm giving. For you to be successful, you have to be consistent. You have to consider your marketing efforts, which we're going to learn in this program. And you also have to challenge yourself. You have to challenge yourself. You have to implement. You can't just learn all this information and not do anything. You have to challenge yourself. You have to implement. Do what I said you should do. And also with my personal coaching, with me answering your question, with me being at your beck and call to say, I don't understand this. Oh, how do I go about this? Oh, this. I'm giving you priority. With all that, with the 3 C's, you have, in fact, you have no option but to succeed, and that is great performance. I mean, what is that money? What is it worth for you to have improved performance? For you to get increased productivity, more sales, higher income. I mean, what does it take for you to have all that? Great coffee, higher income, more sales, more customers. I mean, 25,000 or 22,000, it is a little portion for what you will get, after you have taken this course. Now, you'll be like, okay, who is this course for? Now, this course is essentially for 2 types of people. It's people who have been struggling with their business, people who have been struggling with no customers, no sales. You are working hard, but getting no results. You do not know how to market your business, and you want your business to grow, but nothing is happening, or your marketing efforts are not working. Even if you are a startup or you have been in this business for years, this course is definitely for you. Now, the other group of these people that will benefit from this course are those who are kind of doing well in their business. They are mildly successful, they have a steady flow of income, of customers and all that, and they may have a little knowledge about marketing, but still they want something bigger. I've thought about building an empire, leaving a legacy. They want something bigger, they want to grow. Now, this course will help those who want to have an extra edge from the competition, want to build extra momentum so they can have a super profitable business. Remember, this course is for 4 weeks, and after that 4 weeks, you already have an actionable plan on how to market your business to get the results you want. That's why I want to give you something that you can afford. Like, after we have got through this moment, I want you to try and go online and look for marketing courses and see how much they cost. General marketing courses. And you'll find out that most of them do not cater specifically for the cake industry, especially the cake industry in Africa, in Nigeria. Compare all this marketing training out there, and you'll see what I'm saying. And you'll see how much those marketing courses or even those business courses are going for. That is why I've made this course, at a pretty affordable rate. Plus, you have that instrumental plan where you can pay 2 times. So it's not that. So I don't want to make it that stressful. So please register. Go to the website. Let me pull the website now. Yeah. So please go to this website right now. Remember, it's going to is at the bottom of the comment page, and it's also going to be sent to your email. Go to website, enter your email address, and you'll be given all the information you need. Let me just do my anyway. Okay, so please go to this website, at www.subscribepage.com. Supercharge your marketing. If you need any more information, my email is right there. But before I go, I want to tell you that your business has the potential of being great. You can have a profitable and successful cake business, but you just need the right information. That is all you need. You just need the right information for you to have a super profitable cake business, which is what I am doing for you right now. So let us move along. I really want to appreciate you for watching. We are nearly at the 2-hour mark, and if you have stayed to the end, this shows that you are serious, and I'm really proud of you. You should give yourself a clap. Well done, well done. I'm really proud. So thank you for watching. Now this is the question and answer session. Please pop in your question in the comments below. Even if you cannot think of a question now, just say hi or something. And if you don't want to put your question publicly in the comments below, you can just send me a email at cakelady@bakingbusinessschool.com, and I will answer. I always answer all my emails. So please just think about what is stopping you from creating a system that eliminates or that stops all your challenges, and everything. That just makes you have a smooth marketing program. So please take advantage of this course, please. As I said, it's 22. The early bird offer is 22,000, and there are 2 payment options. So, but remember, this course is going to close on the 29th, and the early bird is going to close on the 22nd. So whatever option you choose, please make know the dates. Again, thank you for watching. I really appreciate. Oh, we are just at 1 hour 56. So that's awesome. Thank you for joining me. You can have a profitable cake business. All you need is the right information, and I'm here for you. So take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I wish you all the best in your business, and I really, really hope that you do. And I mean that. I really want the best for you and your business. So take care. Have a good day, and I hope to see you at the webinar. I'm going to be sending you a series of emails. The replay will be sent to your email. Any questions, please just send me an email, and more information about this Supercharge Your Marketing will also be sent to your email. So take care, take advantage. This is an opportunity for you and your business. Take care, and I wish you all the best. Happy caking. Bye for now.